Alright guys, what's up? So it is Q&A time. Don't know if you saw it, but I stuck that photo up on my Instagram and my Facebook. So I got a couple of questions. Thank you first of all for people that did ask me the questions. But don't be afraid to actually comment below instead of sending me DMs or personal messages. Just comment below on the photos. Okay, so first question. What are the best ways to deal with bad cravings when cutting, and where do you hope to be in the next couple of years with YouTube and fitness? Cravings are a huge thing when cutting. They're something I deal with constantly because there is a little fat guy inside of me just waiting to break out. To be honest, zero cal, like syrups and stuff like that are pretty good. Nutbull powder is bringing out new ones, can't wait to get a hold of those. Coffee is another one that I kind of use, and drinking a lot of water. I'm talking like 5 liters a day with the no added sugar in my body and stuff like that. That's probably the best way. Other than that, just put up with it. Fitness, YouTube I want to grow massively, so in the next couple of years here, so I want to have that at least up to, next couple of years I'm saying 10k. It's a high number, but I've reached all the goals that I've set out so far, can't see why I wouldn't reach that one. And fitness, I hope to be a very well recognized fitness model on stage and off stage. Company stuff like that isn't really bothering me too much. I'm really happy with who I'm with at the moment. Two amazing companies, and that's fitness pretty much. Next question. What's the best brand protein powder for a beginner? Is there one for both losing weight and lean muscle? Or should I be buying one that is targeted towards one? Also, would both genders be able to take the same one? Best brand protein powder. Protein is pretty much protein, but I would obviously recommend both powders just for quality. The costs and the quality of the protein, cost to quality, is the main thing you should be looking at when you're going to buy a protein. You know, if protein is rather expensive with a relatively low protein content, or if it's a high fat or high carb content, or if it just isn't that good quality, why bother buying it? Protein is protein, it's a food source at the end of the day, it is not essential. Yes, some companies have ones for losing weight, but to be honest, there is no difference. There might be like 0.2 gram of lower carb, 0.6 gram of lower fat. Pointless. I know there's one company who advertises it massively as lean whey. No difference between their pretty much regular whey. Well, there is a difference, but it's not worthwhile spending the extra money on the lean whey, to be perfectly honest. And yes, both genders will be able to take them. Women, men, pretty much the exact same digestive systems. There's not much to differ there. So yeah, of course, they should be able to take protein powders as well. Elan TV putting me on the spot here, but what is your favourite book and why? Okay, I'm not a massive reader. I am after getting into it quite a lot more, but I haven't actually finished any books recently. The only book I've probably ever finished is James the Giant Peach, Roald Dahl. It's quality. Roald Dahl, growing up as a childhood, was the #1 author. Attempted to read Harry Potter, never finished them. At the moment I am reading some actual fitness books though, which are really interesting. And there's also ones that Grenade J is his known name. He is after recommending some books, and I have them ordered from Amazon as well. Going to be reviewing these after this video as well. So thanks for putting me on the spot there, Elan TV. Next one, what motivates me to get out of bed and reach my goals every day? To be perfectly honest, if you are focused and driven, you don't really need any sort of motivation there. That is motivation enough just to get out of bed. If you want something badly enough, you will get your ass out of that bed. No matter what it is to do, you will just do it. It becomes a habit, it becomes second nature. If you have that drilled into your mindset, you're just gonna get up and do it. Like for me, it's winning the next show in 3 weeks or whatever, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It doesn't matter when it is. I know I'm just going there to win it. I'm not going there to make up numbers or going to compete. I'm going there to win it, and there is no other option for me. That's basically it. And then I've done BFF as well. I'm simply going there to get my pro card, to walk out on that stage, to be #1, and that is it. That's all I care about, is just being the winner on that stage. I'm not going for second and third. It'd be great, but to be honest, all I ever wanted was first place. And that's basically what motivates me to get out of the bed. Goals for the next 5 years. Going to relate this to a couple of different things. So I have different goals for different aspects of life. Business. I want to grow my business to where I have a massive online coaching service with over 200 clients, all really happy, all getting savage results. That's my main goal business wise, is to just be a full online personal trainer. In fitness wise, like I've already said, is to be at the top of the fitness industry, to be a massively well-known fitness model, win all my shows, personally just come first in all of them. I'm gonna say I just want to come first. And then a relationship and life wise, be a happier individual, get out and enjoy my life more, don't get stuck in a rut of just training and eating, not a healthy lifestyle. Balance between family, relationships, friends, just get a good balance in life. That is my life goals over the next 5 years. How much did my weight change since the July 2013, which is the beginning of my transformation? If any of you haven't seen that photo on my Instagram. Between those two photos, there's relatively speaking, you know, like in the first one I'm a lot higher body fat percentage naturally than the second one. The second one was my stage shot. The first one was just me on a beach in July 2013, which is, I look horrendous, but it's funny looking back and things like that. That's why we do transformation photos. So between those, there's around about 8 kilos, I would say, 7 to 8 kilos of a body weight change, but like I said, relative to body fat percentage, muscle mass, it's completely different. So, but plain simply, there's around 7 to 8 kilos of a difference. That's it. My current stats, my height, age, and weight. So my height is 6 foot, which is like 180 centimeters, something like that. For all you Europeans out there, I'm gonna say 6 foot. 21 years of age, I'm 22 this August, and my weight at the moment currently is hovering between 84.5 and 85 kilos. But in off season, I was up around the 87, 88. Another random one, but also a pretty good question is, where do I get my leggings, the compression tights? The grey ones basically that make my quads look absolutely massive. I got those in Sports Direct. They shipped them over like 2 or 3 days, like 20-25 pounds or something like that. Quality for squatting. So check out Sports Direct. Okay guys, so I've got a question on my Facebook page as well. It's another one. If I want to cut a little, what foods and exercises should I be doing if I want to keep my mass? Very kind of difficult question to answer in a few minutes, but if you're cutting, it is inevitable you're going to lose some size because you're on such a calorie deficit. That's just pretty much inevitable. You have to be willing to, you know, give up a little bit of that size for abs. Pretty much is what, you know, the main objective for all of us when we're cutting is to get leaner, is to get our abs popping basically. And you know, I've lost 3.5, nearly 4 kilos this prep. So I have given away a lot of size, but bear in mind a lot of that was actually body fat, water weight and all that as well. So I have maintained a lot of mass, but yes, I have lost size. That's inevitable. Exercises and food is completely subjective as well. What works for you might not work for me. But as long as you're on a calorie deficit, so what I could really just say is figure out your maintenance and drop gradually from there. It's as simple as that. You'll add in some cardio sessions if you haven't already been doing that, like your HIIT, your LISS exercises, no real specific ones in general. I personally like to keep it high intensity, high volume sessions. At the moment I'm doing twice a day, just keep it really high intensity. And that's pretty much it. Okay, another question was, what is the best exercises to grow your legs and to get cuts like yours? You know, this is massively genetic wise as well. I'm not going to account at all for that, but I always had big legs. But how I developed them was through a series of heavy squats along with volume. So at the moment I'm training legs twice a week. To be honest, I used to train them 3 or 4 or 5 times a week because I thought they were a weak part of mine, but also I really enjoy training legs. I really enjoy that lactic acid buildup and that feeling like absolutely gonna get sick. Yeah, I'm a freak like that, so I just enjoy that. But the best ones I can tell you to do is squats. Front squats, go relatively heavy, maybe 5x5, something like that, or 5x8, something along those lines, and then go into your volume work. So your leg curls, your leg extensions, leg press, lunges are a particular favorite of mine. Savage superset, which I love, is leg curls with leg extensions. I just do massive volume on those, 10, 12, 15 reps, or even work up, so go like 50s, 40s, 30s, 20s reps on really lightweight. And lunges, front squats, that's basically it. That's kind of how I grew my legs, to be honest. I was lucky that they just literally excelled into growth like that when I started to eat, when I tied in my diet, when everything just came together and I was training legs properly. That's when I noticed my legs just started to explode. So probably the best advice I can give you. It's a good question actually. Josh _ Foyle, I believe. What is the hardest thing about progressing in the fitness industry, in my opinion? Yes, I am progressing in the fitness industry. Yes, I have a massive long way to go. To be honest, for me, I think it was winning Miami Pro. That's what really kind of set the ball rolling. That's where it gave me confidence as well to just really pursue this as a career and just literally excel into the fitness industry, which is something I've always wanted to do pretty much since I set my mind on that Miami Pro show. I was still in college leading up to that, before that as well, and that for me was really just that turning point of, you know, I can leave college to one side because I wasn't doing what I really wanted to do. The course I was doing is not what I wanted to do. It was nowhere related to fitness or sport or, you know, the human body, nothing like that, out of my actual interests. So I think winning Miami Pro just really set that and was like, yeah, you know what, I actually have grounds to go ahead and pursue this now. You know, I came first in the fitness model. I took overall in second junior. That for me really was, yeah, go, just do it, simple as that. Since then, I've really worked on my social media presence. You know, like, think of all the big athletes or big kind of people at the moment. They all have a massive social media presence and they're all really well liked people. They come across as nice individuals. They have fantastic personalities as well as astonishing physiques. One that always kind of jumps to mind is like Steve Cook, Tom Coleman, Ryan Terry. They always come across really well in any videos, photos, anything that they do. They're, to me, are the guys at the top of the industry pretty much. And they're people who I've always looked up to, especially Steve Cook. He was one of the first people I had ever really looked up to in the fitness industry, and still massively do. I have massive respect for him because we're all just trying to follow in his footsteps, and it's as simple as that. Another thing was YouTube as well. Really trying to get that up and going. My Instagram is growing daily, but finding YouTube, when I'm more consistent, yes, my following grows massively, my subscribers goes up and up and up. But it is just about staying consistent, especially with your Facebook posts, your Instagram posts. If you use Twitter, I need to get onto Twitter. I'm not a massive Twitter head. If anyone out there needs, you know, can help me with that, please do. But it is all about doing something different as well. It is about being yourself. You know, yeah, I look up to the likes of these guys, but at the same time, I am different. I'm bringing something new. I'm 31 years of age, and I think I have a relatively good physique. So I expect to see a lot more of me. Thank you so much for all your questions, guys. There's a couple more in there, but I think it's getting long enough at this stage. I have answered all the kind of main ones along there as well. The rest of them are kind of relatively the same, so there's no point going back over those again. Like I said, thank you so much. If you enjoy these Q&As, you know, send me some feedback if you'd like to see some more of them. The more and more questions I get, the more you learn about me as an individual, and I would like you to know me a lot more. That's how I say it. Thanks guys, hope you enjoyed it.